In this video, I'll be demonstrating the full process of making Crackle textured mugs with intricate hand-pressed mandalas on the foot of each piece. From the wheel to the final firing, you will see what it takes to make a handcrafted functional ceramic mug. I begin this process on the wheel. The art of throwing pottery on the wheel takes practice and eventually becomes a very meditative activity. With consistent pressure and stillness, I center the clay, create a flat disc, and open up the form by moving with the speed of the wheel. I compress the bottom and create a spiral with ease. Pulling up the walls of a cylindrical shape usually takes me about 3 pulls. The first pull, I'm pressing the clay between my thumb and pointer finger while creating moisture and compression with the sponge. Each pull has a slightly different hand position. With the second and third pull, I'm pressing the clay gently between both hands and moving the clay upward. In preparation for a crackle texture, I'm creating a cylindrical shape. I like to smooth out the surface before applying the sodium silicate. Sodium silicate can be applied directly to the form with a paintbrush. It's important to wear a mask for this step to minimize silica exposure. I also clean the brush right away so it doesn't harden. It's also important to clean the silicate off the wheel if it drips, because once hardened, it's really difficult to clean off. I use a heat gun to dry the surface of the pot. This usually takes a few minutes. Once the surface is dry, I expand the wall by pressing from the inside outward. The expansion of the wall creates the beautiful crackle wood-like texture. The bottom is trimmed with a small wooden tool. The pieces are dry enough to pick up without distorting the shape. I usually create about 20 mugs at a time. Once dry, I bring them back to the wheel and trim a foot on the bottom. This is an art form that I'm constantly learning to improve. The foot not only acts as a nice accent to the piece, but also as a functional purpose. With less surface area, it keeps drinks warmer or cooler longer. Each one of my functional pieces are decorated with a handmade mandala. I find the process to be very meditative and adds an intention and presence to each piece. There are infinite variations of these naturally occurring shapes in the world. The act of creating mandalas connects me to the mathematical principles that are present in life and universal truths. They add a beautiful element to each piece, completing the foot that is often overlooked. In preparation for hand pulling, I cut a few pounds of clay from the block and slap the clay into a tapered form. From that shape, I pull each handle individually and set it aside to set up before attaching to the mugs. Once the handles are set up, I score the mug surface with a wire brush tool and score the handle, and apply slip that will serve as a bonding agent between the two pieces. With friction and pressure, I ensure that there are no air bubbles and the pieces adhere to one another. Smearing the clay to strengthen the bond and to create a smooth, seamless transition. In pulling the handle directly off the mug, I'm able to create the handle's thickness and shape. With the use of gravity and motion, the handle of the mug falls naturally into a shape. With just a little water, I press the bottom of the handle of the mug. I like to add extra details to each handle to give them a sculptural element and definition. I set them aside and cover them loosely with plastic for a day before uncovering them to let them dry completely for at least a few days. Once bone dry, they're ready to be bisque fired. Bisque firing is a very important step to prepare the clay for glazing by hardening the clay body and making it porous enough to absorb glaze. I bisque my work to cone 04. This firing usually takes about 12 hours to reach temperature and 12 hours to cool. I unload the kiln once it's below 150 degrees Fahrenheit. I begin my glazing process with iron oxide. I paint on a layer of iron oxide onto the areas that I'll be leaving unglazed in the raw clay form. The iron oxide will create more depth in the patterns and beautiful natural shading. Once painted on, I go back with a sponge and wipe off the layer, leaving the iron oxide in the indentations and cracks. Glazing is done with a combination of pouring, dipping, and hand painting. This is a coyote glaze called Ice Blue that I purchased in bulk as a dry glaze. You just add water, mix it up, and it's ready to glaze with. After I pour and dip the pieces, I go back with a paintbrush and paint any areas that take more precision. A lot of the glazes I use are layered to achieve a mixture of shiny and matted finishes. I find that celadons go really well with most of the semi-matte glazes that I use. Once they're all glazed, they're ready to be loaded in the kiln for the glaze firing. I place everything pretty close and make sure nothing is touching, or else they would fuse together. I fire my kiln to cone 6, which is 2200 degrees Fahrenheit or 1200 degrees Celsius. The firing usually takes 14 hours to reach temperature and about the same amount of time to cool. This is a scut kiln that is super easy to use and a great size for the work that I'm making. I open the kiln once it's under 150 degrees to ensure that there is not any thermal shock. The firing turned out pretty good and I'm happy with the result. This is the glaze combination of the two Laguna glazes, oatmeal and fern mist. I love the way the iron oxide accents the crackle texture in the mandala. This is the mug you just saw me glaze with Ice Blue from Coyote Glazes, and this is another constellation glaze by Coyote Glaze called Light Gold. And I brushed on Amico ochre to create the beautiful golden accents. This is a glaze with an Amico shiny black, and this is an Amico Rainforest Green. I will link the glazes and tools I used in the description. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful, inspiring, or if there's something else you'd like to see me create in the future. Please hit the notification to see my upcoming videos, subscribe, and share with a friend.